Hello, welcome to Union of Scum, the podcast that delves deep into the weirder aspects of UK culture. My name's Darren J. and I'm joined by Paul Hilleard and Charlie Webster. What are we going to talk about this week, boys?
Scotch eggs.
The conspiracy theorist / ex-football commentator, David Icke.
And I'm going to talk about the job centre raver.
Beautiful. Right, shall I start? Right, so David Icke. How much do we know about David Icke?
You can't say that looking the way you look like fucking Darth Vader's lackey.
Well,
David
just
Icke.
paying homage to the great British bus drivers. Is that all right? And also another wing of British culture, the jihadists as well. You're
you're soiling the grounds. You're soiling the beautiful soils of the Islamic faith and the bus driver industry in the UK.
Well,
that's a lot of people, man. You're mugging off.
Yeah, and there's one arm of those two divisions you really don't want to piss off. So I'm just saying, guys. Inshallah. Anyway, let's get into the topic. So David Icke. So I don't know how much you know about David Icke. You probably know him maybe better as a football commentator.
He was before my time. He did in the 70s or something.
Well, he did. He was a player, actually. He played professionally as a goalkeeper for Coventry FC and Hereford United FC. But however, his career was curtailed by rheumatoid arthritis in his early 20s. So then he went on...
How early in his 20s? Was it like 21, 22? Like Paul's... Like everyone...
Oh, you mean
every sportsman at Paul says?
Yeah, actually, I think Paul's pretty much right. Yeah, he dipped out in his early 20s. Like most professional athletes, you develop a disease traditionally associated with Victorian England. Rheumatoid arthritis, black lung.
Difficult, man.
Polio.
Phlegm.
Bit like polio, did he?
He had like polio. And from there on, he became a sports presenter and journalist. He did Grandstand. He did BBC Radio Leicester, of course. And then after that, in around 1990-91, Icke claimed to undergo a spiritual transformation after meeting psychic healer Betty Shine. No more details about Betty Shine.
Okay. Was she like the Mystic Meg of like the 70s or something? Or?
It's got to be Shine. Shine on, you crazy diamond, like, you know?
Yeah, that's another thing with the word shine in it. Well done, Paul.
Or Sheen, the clothing brand, Sheen.
Was Betty Shine related to Mr. Sheen? With her husband and wife?
Did he get a t-shirt for £2 from Sheen?
Did she predict all the finances and then he went ahead and brought it into the boardroom? No, he began then speaking after he dealt with Betty Shine. He started thinking he was the son of the Godhead, receiving messages from higher dimensions. Believed the world was manipulated by hidden forces, and very famously, he appeared on Wogan, the show hosted by Terry Wogan, 1991, which was a kind of a pivotal moment in his career, is when he went on in a head-to-toe purple shell suit, because he said that purple was the what did he say? He said purple was the lucky color. So he went on a big purple shell suit, and he started talking about how the world was going to end and how there was going to be like earthquakes and stuff.
He had a mental breakdown.
Basically, well, I mean, for the closed-minded of you might believe that he had a mental breakdown. Some people say
prolonged mental breakdown for a number of years,
which is still a 20, 30-year long mental breakdown. But he said they were going to be like, he said there's definitely going to be earthquakes, volcanoes in the next year. This was back in 1990. Of course, none of that happened.
I mean, was he broad? Was he like just saying there will be earthquakes? Like, or was he like in Reading? Like,
yeah, I think it was in the sort of southwest region. There was going to be fire and brimstone, and the waters outside Torquay were going to start boiling, and Margaret Thatcher was going to start vomiting up locusts. But no, none of that happened, obviously. But he did. From then therein since, he's sort of become full-time kind of conspiracy
whack job
pretty much. So these are some of his core beliefs.
Do you know what's lovely though? Do you know what is really nice about David Icke is that his popularity has steadily been growing as the country's got more mad.
Honestly, this is the kind of weird thing. So that appearance on Wogan, he was ridiculed. Like the audience are laughing at him. He's going, you know what? I think this laughter's fantastic. Jesus was mocked back in his day, and he kind of like was pilloried. And apparently, like, people used to like shout at him in the street afterwards. That he apparently said he couldn't walk into any pub in the UK without the sound of, you know, rousing laughter, which is something that the three of us have been trying to work towards for the last 10 years. But no, he said he was mocked publicly. But now, then he appeared on Wogan again, and there were people applauding him. He was getting like standing ovations throughout the whole time. They were going like, "What, you think America is run by George W. Bush?" Almost like I'm watching. He keeps saying he's watching society is like watching a road traffic accident in slow motion. That's what he keeps saying. I feel like I'm watching a road traffic accident in slow motion. But yeah, he's getting a round of applause, and I think you're right, Charlie. He's kind of the tables fully turned, and he's sort of now seen as a genuine guru.
He's played some like big venues as well, hasn't he?
Huge venues, yeah. I think he did like the fucking. I think he did a venue in Los Angeles to about 3,000 people or something like that.
Because he's big in America and the UK, right?
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
He's like the closest Britain has got to, you know, what are those guys, the evangelical preachers, you know, in America with their super churches, and they're like, God, praise me, and like it gets all the money.
Yeah, there's
he's
definitely
like the closest to it, where he's just like
he's not a Christian.
Look, well, he said he's Jesus.
He's the son of the Godhead, Charlie. So, but
which is even more powerful than God.
Has he?
Yeah, it shouldn't be confused with God. The Godhead.
He sold out some big venues though. I heard he.
I think he did the O2. I want to say he did the O2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's London, like
crazy.
Michael McIntyre, like.
Yeah.
See, I would be happy for like, I don't know, some sort of like, if we could get that crowd of people and just gas them to death, everyone had gone to see him. I don't think we'd lose anything if we gassed all those idiots to death. We wouldn't lose much, you know.
So let's
just cull of idiots.
How many kind of like kind of crowds of people? I mean, you've annoyed Cockneys. You said everyone in Birmingham's thick.
Yeah.
You've gone in on. I mean, again, the conspiracy theorist. You know, I would hope that we could get some of that audience ourselves.
Oh, you're trying to like, you know.
I'm trying to court them, basically.
Oh, okay.
I'm courting them, and I think, you know,
that's what the outfit's about.
That's what the outfit's about. I'm a kind of spiritual bus conductor, trying to shepherd people on the double decker to truth.
You want those fucking drongos to like our podcast? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, would you turn it down, Charlie, if they were willing to pay £10 a head on Patreon? Would you say no, thank you? Do you take you and your silly beliefs and go elsewhere? No, I wouldn't. I'd say, come on, come all.
Yeah, we want to be the
open your mind's eye. Yeah,
come on, just fucking start culting, you fucking bunch of weird pricks.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're trying to do, mate. I don't know.
Bovril man.
Yeah, Bovril man. The Bovril chief.
Yeah.
Well, let's go into some of his. Like, I want to do a bit of a deep dive into some of his beliefs, his core beliefs. So the famous one is that the world is inhabited by interdimensional reptilian shapeshifters. That the reptilians originate. I love it says allegedly, as if like, oh, there's some dubiousness to this claim. They're from the Alpha Draconis star system. You obviously very familiar with that voice. They supposedly interbreed with humans to form bloodlines controlling global power. And public figures he has implied a reptilian include members of the British royal family and US presidents. Now, I think there's probably more eligible figures for like celebrity reptilians, like Farage has got like he's I think he's like more amphibious, but he does look like a lizard, right?
Got them big eyes,
yeah, bulbous
head.
thyroid eyes.
I'd be more linked to the people who are like dangerously thick, like someone like Joey Essex, for example, like because. Like, is he human? We don't know because he's stupid enough to be a dog.
Yeah.
He's more rodent. Yeah,
he's stupid enough to be some kind of lizard being, really. Because he's a good looking lad, right? Nice shoes, whatever.
Suspiciously
right?
good looking, as if it's like a shell.
Yeah, he's well toned out. He's well toned out. You know?
Keep an eye on him, boy.
Yeah, but he's not. There's not a lot going on, bless him. You know. Yeah. So like, he could be a reptile. You know, that's what I'm saying.
But also, why is it just reptiles? Why can't, like, you know, for example, I think someone like David Potts may be a walrus in disguise, for example, or a manatee.
Leave that poor man alone, man.
I think he's a...
Just because he shunned your cameo request.
Yeah, actually, for Charlie's birthday, Charlie's 40th was recently, and I tried to get him a David Potts cameo, and he didn't fucking do it.
Who's David Potts?
This is almost a subject for a pod in and
really
of
is.
itself.
He's a guy from.
He's from Ibiza Weekender, which is a guilty pleasure of mine and Charlie's, and he's a very camp, like, it's up from the north. He's very camp, very tanned, and he doesn't wear any pants. That's kind of his thing.
This is calling card. No trousers.
And this show has been off the air for how long?
What?
How long has this show been off the air for?
Oh, not that long. I don't think 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Or, okay. 7 years, maybe.
But
Big ITV too. Yeah, I got it.
absolutely.
ITV
Yeah.
That's where he cut. That's where he cut his
That's where he cut his
celebrity teeth.
his veneered, fucking scarily white teeth on that show. But then he went on to win Celebrity
Reptilian.
Big Brother. Reptilian.
Reptilian teeth.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you're saying what?
Okay, I'm saying he could be an alien walrus from the Andromeda galaxy.
That's just you're just mugging off for being fat, aren't you? That's,
Not
that's the
really.
reason
I'm just
why.
saying, like maybe he's got an ill-fitting skin.
You just mug everyone off. You mug off the Cockneys, you mug
Yeah,
off people for
exactly.
being fake, you mug
Well,
off
when do I mug
conspiracy
the Cockneys?
theorists, and then as soon as he mugs someone
I know.
off,
He's like, "I dare you."
you the fucking chief of mugging off, huh?
Yeah, and also a celebrity who apparently in real life is a bit of a cock. So I don't think
How do you know that, man?
You told me.
Oh, I told you.
Yeah. You said apparently he's a bit of a bellend and tried to get into all these nightclubs and just went like, "Oh, do you not know who I am?" That's
I
exactly.
think
what
I
you said.
just made that up.
Yeah, maybe. Oh well, you're very much the David Icke of this podcast, just throwing out misinformation. But yeah, who else could be a reptile? Joey Essex is a good one. Like you said,
Essex
do you
is
think
good.
like the thickness is like he's not, this reptile's not quite learned to assimilate himself into human culture? No, okay, no
see,
problem.
I reckon it's more. I reckon it's the people at the very top. If they're aliens, they come in here. They know what's inside out, man.
I reckon someone like Susan Boyle, she could be up there as well. Like, there's just a bit
You
missing.
go for the opposite end, don't
She's a
you?
bit missing. You know, she's a bit like
I think she's like a woodlouse in disguise, like an alien woodlouse. You know,
people. There's a slight pause between sort of
or is it a-
replies and just. I mean, it could be learning difficulties. We don't know.
Well,
But like,
Yeah, but if you look at all the
it
big,
could either be learning difficulties or an alien woodlouse. We don't quite
We don't
know.
know. is
but look at all the big billionaires. They're similar to Susan Boyle, like fucking Musk, fucking Zuckerberg. Yeah,
Musk is
What-
definitely a bit a contender for sure.
Bezos. They've all got that weird, like, I'm calculating things constantly, just like surveying. They're not in it. They're not a part of it. They're just distant somehow.
I think that's autism, though.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what you were trying to say with Susan as well.
I don't know. It's just there's a delay there, and I don't know.
More of an alien quality, do you think?
Yeah, I don't. She doesn't seem like. She doesn't seem.
She shows joy.
Yeah.
The others don't fucking.
joy.
The rest don't look.
She fucking shows joy.
She doesn't. She looks like she's shitting herself most of the time. She's in public just going, "Oh yes, yes." Oh, where's she from again? She's from Scottish.
Scotland
Right?
somewhere,
Oh,
yeah.
right. The other week I was pecking cockles, and now I'm in front of all these people. And she looks like she's fucking
that's-
petrified, and she's borderline reclusive now. She's not bringing joy to anybody,
She's
least
happy.
of all herself.
She's happy. The fucking billionaires aren't they? Weird. They're just fucking strange.
Look, man, I don't think you should be having a pop at the poor billionaires, all right? They're just trying to do their best for humanity, you know? Although they are trying to get us, like, they're trying to get themselves off-world. That's the point of a billionaire, right? They're all putting all this money into going to Mars and stuff like that. It's like they're desperately trying to get off this planet, because I think they know, much like Icke, much like the prophet Icke, they know that the
But this
worst
is
is
the thing.
coming.
The billionaires, especially with the files and everything, we now know he's more.
So I'm trying to talk about the file. Look,
I'm not
Paul, I
talking
know
about
you're
the
gutted. I
files,
know you're
I'm
gutted
just-
that your name wasn't on it. All right, you didn't make any appearance. You said before the podcast started, you were like, "Oh, I'm just really fucking depressed, boys. Look at that." And he kept showing us his phone and going, "Look at that," and it says no results found. And I was like, "All right, Paul. I think it's just because you did a Tory fundraiser once, and you thought you were going to be in the
And
mix,
they still haven't
like-
paid me. I've invoiced them. Cameron, you bastard.
Look, if Epstein's Island is still running, Paul will happily travel. You'd have to pay his fuel. He will turn up for
I think the most
for a nice
person likely to
time.
go
Me and
to
Musk.
the most person likely out of all three of us to go to the island is this guy over here. Do you know what I mean, the lure of girls, underage girls. He'd fucking be straight over there.
Mate, I'm driving the shipping containers. I'm
Yeah.
delivering a shipment. Right, sign here. Got a job lot of girls here for you. Yes, it's more than my job's worth, mate. I just ship them back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all you need to know is girls. Is there free food?
I think we lost a few in transit.
Like, he'd be out.
You and Jez, arm in arm.
Me and Jez are Jesse, as
it's
they called him.
the fact that fucking Andrew is in there, you know. Ike isn't a million miles away. Take
Well,
away
he
the-
was
Was
having
Ike
a,
in
he was
there?
having a
Was Ike in there? Do you know?
no, absolutely not.
I hope not.
I think he's too mad to go there. Like he's just too.
Nah, he's a
does live- I
blabbermouth.
think he lives
They
on-
wouldn't let him on.
I think he lives on the Isle of Wight. Actually, lives on
Yeah,
he's
he's-
cultivating his own island. But that's one of he believes in reptilian overlords, global elite control, a secret network often called the Babylonian Brotherhood, controls governments, central banks, media corporations, intelligence agencies, events such as wars and financial crisis, and also the Salvation Army.
I mean,
What's
it's
his issue with the Salvation Army?
I just made that up. I just thought it'd be funny. Salvation Army controlled by reptiles. I mean, have you ever been in there? Some of the women on that reception desk, they could be reptiles. Also, he's into the Rothschilds, which a lot of accusations of anti-Semitism there we won't go into. He also thinks there's a thing, such a thing as the Matrix, like we live in a Matrix, like reality is a simulation. And he thinks that, and I've heard so many videos say that the human body is like a headset. It's a headset that you take off when you die.
That's cool. I
So
like
then
that.
the reality
He's
of the
just throwing
world
enough
is
shit
revealed
against
to
the
him.
wall, and one of them is going to turn out.
Oh,
to be...
100%.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The problem with like modern day conspiracy theorists, like just pick a lane and stick with it and be like, no, this is it. There's billionaires go into a pedophile island. Okay, that's the one I believe in and I
Yeah.
trust. And then when it comes out, you're like, fucking fair enough. This gun's got too much.
Because it looks more.
lizards, fucking
Because it looks
dinosaurs.
more valid then when that one comes true, right? It's like, well, that was the one I believed in.
Yeah.
Whereas like they put in their chips on every single square, aren't they? And they're going like, yeah, I believe in all of them.
Because he's come to the conclusion, clearly, he thought he was a god of some sort, right? So he just started saying, I've got an answer for everything then. Yeah, your body's just a head mask. There's a balaclava your face is, pull it off.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no. Just pick
Cheese
the line.
sandwich, that's a control panel for a spaceship that's orbiting Earth. Once you eat it, then it comes down and takes you away.
He hasn't been on mainstream TV for a while, though, has he? He's not been on
Well,
like
the internet now, he's blown up.
he's
He's
on
gone on a
YouTube.
lot of the podcasts.
Yeah, but I'm talking about he hasn't been on This Morning or anything like that, has he? You know, he hasn't been
Yeah,
on
but neither
Graham Norton show or anything. you
Yeah,
know?
but I think that's a dying art form, mate. You
Yeah,
know?
that's only for people with micro penises.
That's for- yeah,
what
that's
this
for
morning
people-
is for.
That's for lizards with micro penises, mate.
Doesn't want to be on it, I suppose. Maybe.
Well, no, it's because of the powers that be. As seen as there's too many gatekeepers, there's too many, voices trying to silence him.
He was also on TV when it was important. He was on
Yeah,
Terry
he was.
Wogan.
He was on
You probably
Wogan.
have more views his episode of Wogan than fucking any TV show now.
Yeah. Terry Wogan was the Mr. Beast of his day.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have no idea who that is, do you? The way he looked at me then, glazed over, went, yeah. Like just nodding, pretending that he knew who the fuck Mr. Beast was.
I do know Mr. Beast is, you fucking cunt. So yeah, I do.
He married Belle in that film with the candlestick.
Just because you're wearing a funny hat.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. I watch Mr. Beast.
Just because you're wearing a silly hat and some sort of Muslim cleric clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate,
makes him sort of like cutting edge guy. You know,
And in
like,
spite of that, mate, basically
you
what,
know,
I mean,
like,
what it is.
I know what the kids like. They're like fucking bus conductors and fucking Nabosk.
He's grabbed the mic. You got him on the
I got him on the ropes, mate.
He's
Come
talking
on,
fucking
mate.
dog shit.
That's the thing. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm so on it, and I'm like I like thinking riffs. You know, I just think in riffs,
Thinking
and
riffs.
I'm so on fire that basically I'm hobbling myself just to give you boys a fighting chance. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you the ammo to attack me, and I'm still gonna fucking 1-2 punch, like as my hat falls down. 1-2 punch, right, boys? Who's the idiot now?
What did you say before we started
Mr. Beast. Yeah.
You called yourself Al Qaeda meets Adidas.
Al Qaeda meets
Was it,
Adidas.
the casual. Oh fuck! Never mind.
Yeah, it would have been good.
It was good. Something
yeah.
casual that was very nice.
I call myself jihadi casual.
Casual.
Jihadi casual.
It's good.
Like, I'm trying to get sponsorship from anyone, whether it be Adidas or ISIS. I'm happy to get sponsorship from all of it. So yeah, he thinks the moon is a broadcasting station. 9/11 was obviously fake, inside job. We know we know a few people who believe that, don't we? That ISIS
Quite a common one, though, isn't it?
9/11 was an inside job.
So are you agreeing with that now? He's gone from being a crazy bastard who wears purple
No, I don't
to...
think it was an inside job. I think it was. Just
I think it's quite
terrorists.
insulting, really, to suggest it was an inside job.
Yeah.
Because the idea of
Building
like
7's always the one that people go on about, you know.
yeah, and the one with that the BBC broadcast the second tower had fallen before it had actually fallen, which is it's not that much of an imaginative leap to think that someone might mistakenly have gone, oh, the second tower's come down. Oh yeah, sorry. It's like the idea that everyone's reading from the same script and someone just turned a page slightly too early.
Yeah, everyone's panicking. It's fucking
Yeah, of
horrible,
course.
horrible thing.
I mean, what do you think is why do people believe in conspiracy theories? Is it like just a narcissist? I think it's quite a narcissistic thing to be like, I'm in the know.
Yeah, I think it's linked a bit like when do you ever meet people who talk about bands before they become famous. They want to know they want to know this information before everyone else.
Yeah.
They want to be they're the ones in the know. You know? So I think the conspiracy thing is, well, I know about that fucking 6 months ago. It was bullshit.
Didn't you have a friend that used to make up band names because he was one of those people who wanted to be in the know?
No, he was very much in touch with culture and like wanting to know about, he was really into culture and music or whatever, films, whatever. Me and my friend used to, just get a bit tired of it. So we started making up fake bands and ask him, have you seen this band? And often he would say yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be like, have you seen the Troubled Monkeys or whatever? And you'd be like, oh yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they were right. Yeah. And it was just fucking bullshit.
Would he ever like question you and be like, "Oh, when did they play? They played."
Sometimes you'd be like a bit like that, and you'd be like,
"Oh yeah, the gay oil paintings. Yeah. They're doing a tour at the moment, aren't they? Yeah, along with
Sea Monkey Sandwich, like
the Logs."
the Logs.
The Logs.
The Logs doing their farewell tour.
Turd Basket. The Maiden Tour, Turd Basket.
Have you heard Jihadi Casual's latest album? They're incredible.
Yeah, I think it's linked to that. I think it's linked to sort of like...
It's being in the know, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's linked to that.
And it's also just, we don't know. Like the big questions in life, like, is there a God? Why are we here? No one can really give you an answer. So people get existential, get scared. They cling to religion or a community or a culture,
and also
a cult or a podcast.
It's also really There's also troubling
subscribe.
things. There's also a lot of troubling shit which is going on, which no one really has any answer for. And some people then start grabbing, they just go, oh, and they just start making stuff up.
Well, the truth is, it's also like, I think, it's why people watch things like Game of Thrones, because all of these conspiracy theories, like these satanic blood rituals, and like, David Icke goes right down the rabbit hole of like thinking like Epstein and a bunch of guys were eating children and drinking their blood for the endocrines.
Fuck knows. I don't know.
Whatever.
On the list,
this special thing where the fear of the child makes the blood somehow more, more viscous. Like
adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome. That's
Adrenochrome,
it. Like the good wine, like a good wine. Like you're sipping it. And go, oh, that's a good vintage on that. Little boy's brains.
It might have come out in the files. That is true. They might torture and.
Well, look, potentially, I'm not gonna say that's not the truth, but they're all very arcane. They're all very like, and I think again, it's that real life is quite boring, and it's also quite chaotic, but not in a fun. Like you've got MI5 agents that used to leave laptops in taxis and stuff like that. Just like, oh, the people at the top don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No,
and that's the reality. Is there is no one control. There is no invisible hand. There is no Illuminati. It's actually. From the top down, we're all idiots, more or less.
Just giving it a go, aren't they?
Yeah, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Look at Trump is not a bright man at all. He's an idiot, and he's fucking one of the most powerful people in the world.
Yeah, and that's the truly terrifying thing. So isn't it much more comforting to really believe? Oh, don't worry, there's a big plan here. I mean, it's not a good plan, but it's a plan nonetheless, and we can feel safe in it. But in case anybody out there is interested in buying some of David's books, he's written in numerous volumes, all self-published, of course. So he's
DIY, he's punk as fuck.
He's got.
Do you think he's had the pulp penny like Alan Partridge? Or...
I think some of the few ones. I reckon, so you got The Biggest Secret, 1999, The Children of the Matrix, 2001. Human Race, Get Off Your Knees, 2010. Now, I know you wrote a book with a similar title, but it was Charlie Webster, Get On Your Knees, wasn't it? Something like that. The Trigger, 2019. This is the funniest. His books are lengthy, often 500 to 800 plus pages. So you know for a fact there ain't no editor there. Nobody's given him feedback, and all self-published via his own platform. But yeah, he's performed at Wembley at lectures that sometimes run between 6 and 10 hours long. I was sat there filling your head with that rubbish, like basically like informational landfill, kind of verbal sludge directly into the cerebral cortex.
Do you think it's like a cheap care home that you could bring your partially demented mother and just be like, I'm going to go shopping down Oxford Street. You stay here for a bit. Listen to the man.
Good, yeah.
I bet the lizards are coming.
Yeah, sure they are, Nan. It's custard tonight, Friday.
Tuck her in with a nice blanket and you stay here, all right? Listen to the man talk about the lizards. The lizards.
That's so funny. Yeah, it is somewhere you could drop off. Yeah, you could drop off an elderly relative. Maybe a service user if you're a support worker. I've known people to do that. They drop them off for art centres and just leave them there for a couple of hours.
That's a apartment of a few pints.
Oh, absolutely. Did I tell you about those ones? This is a complete tangent about those women I used to see. They were like grown women and they were service users, right? So they had a disability.
Explain what service users are.
Service users are what it's now the current name for, like, I think it changes every so often, but it's what you call people who have like behavioural problems or disabilities.
Learning difficulties,
yeah, they're called service users.
Need to live with some support.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a real cold fucking corporate word for someone who is not quite right.
For sure, yeah. But what's preferable, service user or saying what you just said, not quite right?
Fucking hell, yeah.
Well, he likes to leer him off. He's the king of leering.
That's true. He's the Leary King.
I prefer, I don't know, residents or whatever. If you're living in a house, just call them a resident. Or
clients, I've heard.
Client, or just a name, yeah. Clients is again corporate. They aren't.
Let's call them Charlies.
Yeah,
Charlies.
Couple of Charlies.
So basically, they would drop off these Charlies at the local art centre, and I used to just go in there to do a bit of work or whatever. And these women used to kind of maraud around, just kind of sitting at tables, kind of bothering people. I don't want to sound harsh. I'm struggling for a description, but there's only really one that comes to head. They look like the Twits. They look like Roald Dahl's The Twits.
Okay.
Right? They weren't very, like, whoever was looking after them clearly had, like...
They weren't doing a good job.
They weren't doing a good job, basically. So they would drop them off, and we heard from the staff, they were like, yeah, the support workers turn up. They drop them off, and then they fuck off for a pint down the local. And one of them did try and kiss me once on the mouth. They came up to me and I was like, "Oh, how are you doing?" So I would chat to them and they would go, "Oh, yeah." They sort of talk sort of slightly, slightly disjointed. They go, "Oh, how are you? Oh, you were handsome, and you?" And I go, "Yes, yes, yes." And I'd sort of try and go back to my work. And then she, "Oh, yeah, you were lovely." And then she stroked my hair like that and just leaned in for a kiss. I went, "No, no, thank you." And they had to. I think they ended up having to ban them. Which
was there a small party?
No one wanted to lean in. Yeah. That's another thing Charlie likes to do. He's just to encourage me to get into these situations for his amusement, really, for his amusement alone. So yeah,
mate. What can I say? I want people to share love. Why can people express their love?
Fucking Cupid is looking rough, and share love, you bastards.
Cupid, if he'd agreed to an invitation to Epstein's Island. And on the list has come out Cupid, the most devastating revelation.
No bow and arrow, he just walks around throwing pints in people's faces. Now you're in love.
Did it happen more than once? And this sort of like when they went up to you and tried to mack off of you? Or?
No, it was just the one. Just the one. I think they were banned eventually. They don't go there anymore.
What about the support workers?
I think it's scarily. Yeah, they probably didn't lose their jobs because in the care sector they just need bodies on the floor. So yeah. So anyway, that was a tangent from David Icke there, but
Icke doesn't talk about that.
He doesn't talk about that. No, but I think a nice way to kind of round this off would be of the three of us, which one of us would be a reptile? I think Paul. I think Paul's definitely something in something else's skin for sure.
I think I could live out under a rock longer than you two. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, some sort of like, I don't know, like a mollusk maybe. If I found out you were a mollusk, I go, yeah.
That's like a wet slug, right? A mollusk.
Oh yeah, well, maybe playing dumb is it, Paul? What is a mollusk? Lower jaw fucking detaches as he eats an ostrich egg whole.
He looks a bit like the guy from Men in Black.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got Men in Black. No,
Hector. Was it
wasn't
Hector?
that- yeah,
The
With
Hector
the
suit.
dungarees.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
a mechanic when he was. Like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
I always say that to myself whenever I'm drinking water. I quote because I love that performance. It's Vincent D'Onofrio who was also in Full Metal Jacket, and there's always a bit we just when I'm just drinking his water, I just say to myself, "Water, sugar," because that's what he asks his wife. Yeah, he could be in it. Yeah, I think
Which one does he play in Full Metal Jacket?
the cockroach, Paul, the roach in the man suit.
No, but which one does he play in Full Metal Jacket?
Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Oh, he's Private Pile.
Which one's Private Pile?
The one who fucking shoots himself halfway through the
Is
film.
it? No
Yeah.
shit. Didn't
Looks
know
very
that.
different. Yeah, it looks very different. Yeah.
It's a great film.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. Anyway, so there we go. That's David Icke. I think we've covered it pretty comprehensively by way of
we have,
kissing
man.
service users and art centres.
Very good.
Yeah.
Splendid
so
job.
who are we doing next? Paul.
I'm going to talk about Scotch eggs. We talked about them once before, but we had to cut it.
Yeah, I saw
and,
mention that because who cares about that? Because nobody's going to see it, Paul, except
well,
for you.
It's just for me to get a rhythm going.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
sometimes
I
it's
forgot
just
this
for me
podcast
to get a rhythm going.
is just for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to get a go. You know, talk about Scotch eggs. Fuck off.
Imagine like halfway through a sentence, Paul's going, "You remember, be funny, Paul. Make sure every response is quick and snappy. Just remind myself, really, more than anything else."
Keep breathing, Paul. Keep drinking.
Adjust baseball cap in this moment. Maintain eye contact. It makes you more relatable. That's a fucking mollusk right there. Pretend to be a human. He just fucking got a script that just comes down in his eyes like that. Digga, 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 digga. We recorded this episode before. You've done this podcast before.
Yeah. All right. Scotch eggs. Scotch eggs. For those who don't know, a Scotch egg is a boiled egg that's been wrapped up in some pork and then rolled through some breadcrumbs. And then sometimes they're baked, but normally they just come out in the fridge area of a supermarket. I'm not a fan of them. Charlie, I thought you were a big fan, but you're not.
I look like I would be a fan of them. I look like a man.
You look
who's-
like you survive solely on Scotch eggs.
Yeah, I look like I have like a family pack. You know, there's I'm making lots of solo picnics. You know, just eating solely for eggs. But no, I don't like them really. I don't really. I've always wanted to try one of those really posh ones. You know, those really high end ones that ooze in the middle. You get from like sort of like
Yeah,
high end
soft-boiled.
pubs in like
Yeah,
East
like
London.
a bakery or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
they look like nice. But
They are nice.
have you had one?
Yeah. I've had like proper like ones that have been made from. Well, no, I've got no money, but I spent all the money I get. It goes on Scotch eggs. But yeah, they're like huge, and they used to make. Yeah, if you get one in a proper bakery, and it's kind of a bit crumbly on the outside, it's quite hard to eat. But it's really like it. I think they use a lot more herbs and stuff in the actual, in the meat skin, the meat shell. But yeah, they're really good. I mean, I fucking love them. I've always loved Scotch eggs.
You're the one who loves them.
Very, very tasty. Even it's savory.
You like a
eggs.
snack egg as well, man. You like
I
a
love a
snack
snack egg, yeah, because basically they're just you can just eat more Scotch eggs.
Snack egg? What's that like?
It's just an egg in a
It's a
in
scaled down.
pouch.
It's a scaled down Scotch.
Oh, is that what they call them?
Scaled down Scotch.
I thought they
It's
were like
just a
popcorn.
sad old egg.
Yeah.
In Tesco, slightly cold.
Inside those? That's where you get
They're
the
like
egg
it's
so
scrambled
small.
up. It's like mashed up egg.
Oh.
So you can make your egg stretch a lot further with a savoury egg. You probably do one boiled egg stretched across.
No,
You know.
but snack egg is just like an egg.
Six
It's just
Scotch-
a boiled egg, isn't it? That's all it is.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you're just talking about a protein pot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
snack egg.
that ain't
That's a snack egg.
Just call that a boiled.
That ain't
Yeah,
a
just-
snack egg.
just-
That ain't a snack egg.
Well, what's
bro.
a snack egg then?
Snack egg are the little savoury eggs, savoury Scotch eggs.
Oh,
They're
that's
tiny
just a
ones.
fucking tiny Scotch egg, isn't it?
Fucking
There's a lot of It's a Scotch egg in it. I'm blowing the lid on
Why
this.
is it called a protein pot? Why don't you call it fucking couple of snap? Why don't you call it eggs?
It's called branding, mate. It's called
eggs
branding and
or
marketing.
a protein pot. Fuck off. eggs and a fucking.
It's a rebranding.
Eggs in
yeah.
a pot. That's what
That's
it
why
is.
they call like chicken satay skewers now.
Yeah, but that makes that's what it is.
No, but they now would
they
be
don't
like
call them that. They call them...
it'd be like protein lances or something like that.
Lances.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Protein spears.
So they call what do they call fucking nuts now? Like circular fucking circular protein fucking.
They would be called healthy
Eggs.
fat crescents. That's what they'd be called.
Fucking
Like a couple of
mental.
cashews.
protein, like, you know, it's fucking.
But yeah, the Scotch egg. Yeah, Scotch egg is. I'm going to try and get
you
some
think so? You like it?
facts on it.
I'm with you, Charlie. I don't think it's as good
It's
as
the
people
egg.
love it.
I don't know how long the egg's been. Eggs.
It's an old school, like your grandma knows. It's been
Yeah.
around for generations and generations.
If I'd have seen someone make it there and then, I probably would eat it. But I don't know how long that egg's been there, and I'm always a bit suspect on like how long is that egg? Is that egg been there for fucking 3 months?
Especially when you bite into one, and then it's got like a little. You could tell it wasn't a good egg. It's got like
it's
a black
grey.
rim or a grey rim.
Then you like that. I could get food poisoning pretty quick from that.
Yeah,
You know,
you never do.
and it's chalky and it's like oh no.
Do you know, originally, just looking up the origins of it, the first instance of it was like 1809, so it's over 100 years old, and they do them in the 19th century. They were originally covered in fish paste rather than sausage meat.
Really?
I can't imagine. That's probably quite disgusting, right?
Egg on fish.
Egg on fish.
Not sure if that really. Yeah.
The working man's caviar. That's what the Scotch egg is.
Okay.
The original Scotch egg.
Egg on caviar.
No.
Well, a caviar is egg.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We can't afford caviar, so we just have an egg and some fish paste, put them together. Now we're
Yeah.
having caviar.
Yeah.
Because it's a fishy egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Get with the program, bro.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just. But yeah, they do them in.
Can't drive. Get with the program, man. Take the tickets. You fucking slow old cunt.
He's really angry about the protein pot stuff. He's fuming. He's just been seething about it for ages, just going, "Hey, fucking hell, I'm gonna get him back. You wait. I'm gonna do the bus driver hat thing again in a minute. Third or fourth time I've made that joke, but I'm gonna do it. Gonna drive him into the ground." Okay, so yeah.
Oh, but it's a big. I say the only time you ever have a Scotch egg is either at a funeral or a wedding,
Picnic,
or service station.
Service stations where I'd pick one up for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I used to get them from when I was. It might not surprise you boys to hear that I used to be a rather portly young child, because I used to eat this where I used to go to the deli counter in Tesco, and I would get a sausage roll, like one of the flaky nice ones, and I would get then a Scotch egg, together. But then sometimes in my peak greed, I'd get a baguette. And sometimes I would cut up the Scotch egg and put it in a baguette.
In the baguette.
For like
that's
extra.
dry.
We're butter though. I'm not an animal.
You're not a fucking
I'm not
animal.
an animal.
The butter is the sauce,
The butter
obviously.
the butter is the sauce. The butter is the lifeblood of what this creature was that I made before I ate it. And I used to just pack it all in one, just chow it down like that. I was probably like 16 stone. I was probably 16 stone at the age of 12. That's because I ate a lot of breaded goods, a lot of pastry, a lot of flaky pastry. Like, what is so we got Scotch egg. What are the brothers and sisters of the Scotch egg? You got the sausage roll, classic.
Yeah.
Sausage roll. I'd say you got pasty.
Pasty's classic.
Pork pie is closer though than either the sausage roll.
That's true. Because it's got the egg.
Yeah.
Brain.
They've got the jelly in the pork pie.
They got the jelly in there, yeah, which is not for everyone.
Yeah.
Do you like?
I quite like a pork pie.
That I would say, yeah.
I like, but I don't. The jelly is a bit. It's tasteless, but a lot of people don't like the jelly.
No one likes the jelly.
No,
it feels like you're eating cat food.
Gross.
But it keeps the pork sort of like there, doesn't it? It basically sort of as a shield.
It's the binder.
It's a shield.
But they both a pork pie.
A jelly shield.
Yeah, it's a jelly shield to keeping it good.
Prevents it from getting CTE. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wellness shield, basically.
Because the Scotch egg has none of that. Scotch egg, you shake
Well,
a Scotch egg, it
that's-
turns into a macarena. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
a
really
fruit.
floating around everywhere. It hasn't got a shield.
It's an instrument as well as a food.
That's why I get more. That's why it's grey and a bit raw, and that's why I don't like
It's
it.
been battered.
'Cause as much as I don't like the jelly, I try and I understand what it does,
You respect it.
and I respect it. This shield is shield mentality to helping the pork. You know, what the fuck am I talking about?
This is going into David Icke territory here. Thing is, the jelly, right? The jelly is a shield. This is like something I imagine.
Me just crying,
a home-
crying, going, "It's a shield. He does his job. He's like a fucking. He's like a soldier of war."
This is what I imagine, like a man as you come out of a Tesco, there's a man outside and he's got like a bin bag for a shoe, and he's wearing like some sort of a cap, probably not unlike this actually,
Just covered in shite.
Yeah,
though.
just covered in it, smelling vaguely of shite. His breath stinks of pilchers. He's just going, yeah, seaboard pork pie. That you know what a jelly is, and that it's a shield. It's a shield protecting it from the elements.
He's next to the cenotaph with a poppy that he hasn't taken off for 50 years. He's going, God bless him. God bless the shields.
Yeah.
They are family. Them those.
Now, the question
sacks.
is, the real question is the thing that
We're going to rank him.
that divides people.
What? Sorry.
Going to Iraq.
No.
I thought Paul was trying to drop me in a satire in the
You
middle.
going to rock? You that hat?
Yeah, I'm going to Iraq, and we all know whose side I'm fighting on. No, I was going to say what will divide us is how we eat in a pasty, hot or cold.
Oh. A warm pasty
Hot.
is always
Yeah, I'd say hot.
greater
Really?
Mm.
because you can eat it quicker.
Yeah, and for me, it's like future food. You know, it's like a slab of future food. That's how I imagine all food would be in the future. Just a beautiful, like a
Slab
brick,
form.
like a beige, tasteless brick.
That's what you'd like, wouldn't
That's
you?
what I like.
Yeah. Because you can't respect his views on food because you can give him anything from dog treats to
Yeah.
like fucking incredible
Yeah.
meals, and his same response. Oh yeah, that was good.
You
yeah,
said
enjoyed that.
you said this to me earlier. You said to me like I wouldn't surprise me if you used to eat dog biscuits.
Mm.
I said, look, I have eaten a dog biscuit by mistake once, and it was horrible. But you said, what? You just ploughed on through it, did you? You just kept on eating it from the bag, going, oh, I think these biscuits are a bit off. Nice though. Oh, the jelly's lovely. It's sort of like a protective shield for the teeth.
You have got a crazy diet though, haven't you? Your history of like
It's just
you've done the carnivore diet before.
No,
Have
I've
you done
not-
vegan?
I've tried
have you bounced
veganism.
around?
I've tried pretty much every
Keto.
diet. I've done keto.
That's
yeah,
the
I've
one,
tried
not-
keto. That's a difficult one. Yeah.
What's your
that's
favourite
tricky.
diet so far?
Your
You've
breath-
also done
your
the
breath
12-year-old.
stinks.
I'll eat fucking. I'll put a meal inside a sandwich.
Yeah,
diet.
yeah. The 12-year-old sandwich diet. Yeah, I've pretty much done all of it. I haven't done the carnivore diet. I can't just eat meat. It's can't. Even I realize that's not that good for you. But yeah, I'm basically like I don't have any taste. I don't really care about food that much. I'm able to distinguish like that much over the years. I've trained my palate that I can eat good food, and I go, that is really good food. I know a few really good chefs, and they've cooked meals for me. And I go, okay,
Little chef.
I get.
Greg's.
that girl from Lazy Town, she's really good.
Dean from Weatherspoons.
On first name terms with him, I go in every day and I go, is Dean in tonight? Yeah, make sure Dean does me dinner. And I won't eat it unless Dean's done it.
Future food. He's got
Future
future food. You call the pasty future food
You
or
got your slabs in, have you?
When he
Put 'em in
slapped
the
me,
microwave.
Dean.
got them magic pillows again. I like them.
Can I just take as many of these serviettes as I like? Brought my own cutlery, though.
That's mad.
Yeah, so I just can't. If you give me like a great meal and also a shit meal, I go, yeah, both great.
That's what I mean. That's what I
Both
said.
good.
Yeah, that's what I said
it's
5
not-
minutes ago.
No,
yeah.
and I'll admit it.
Yeah.
I cop to it.
What's like the worst meal you've put together yourself? Like,
There's no point asking that, man. It's just asking.
what's
Yeah,
the worst?
it's like asking
Is
me
there
what-
one that sticks out of your
It's like
head?
asking
of
me
seeing
when-
One
him?
here.
yeah.
I've seen him at Edinburgh when we
You
stayed
shamed me
together.
once.
I shamed you. He had a. He had.
that little chuckle, that glee in your eye.
What did he get? What wasn't that?
It was. I'll give you a clue. It was.
That was it. There was corn sausages.
Yep.
There was asparagus. And then there was chickpeas, but it was absolutely no sauce, just plain on a plate, all boiled. Just boiled up like some sort of fucking Slovenian meal or something.
And,
Delicious
and
yeah,
if
delicious
you
as
had to
well.
give that a 5-star rating, or what would you
Oh,
give
it's
it?
8, 9.
Yeah.
9.
Just for me, that's not a meal for me. That's just 3 items on a plate. I'd be
Torture.
angry about. Yeah. I'm pretty cheesed off if I received that from anyone. But he was just like, oh, it's fucking great.
Yeah, it was great. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect meal for me. I loved it.
I mean, the sausages were grilled, I think, actually. They weren't probably boiled.
Yeah,
but
so there's a bit of
bit of respect.
bit of
there.
panache put into
The
it.
other two would
but
just
yeah.
be in the same pan, just
It's,
boiled
it's
up.
delicious. Yeah, it's absolutely delicious.
Where would you rank the Scotch egg out of the pasty, the sausage roll, Scotch egg, and
Do you know what? I would go.
pork pie?
I would
And
say
a pie, a normal pie, like a
Wait,
steak pie.
Whoa, we can't go for that's not.
A steak pie. We'll take steak pie away then. We'll just do 4.
Yeah, let's just do gelatinous meat cubes and
Okay.
spheres, please.
So sausage roll, pasty, pork pie, Scotch egg.
Do you know what? I think I'd probably do exactly the same.
That's it.
Actually, no. I
I was just listening.
Go on, let's.
I would do if I'm talking about the dream team here, right?
Yeah.
Talking the high end like Cornish pasty from in Cornwall,
of each.
right? Yeah. So I'm going that top. We're getting a really, really fucking decent one.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go sausage roll, really good one from like a farmer's market, right? Big
Yeah.
fucking
Completely
chunky
agree.
one.
Completely agree.
Then I would go pork pie. And then I would go Scotch egg.
I think you've nailed it.
For me, Scotch egg's got to be top.
Serious?
Scotch
But I
egg's
haven't
top.
had one of its high end Scotch
I
eggs.
love a
So I'd like
Scotch
to try
egg.
that, see what
I
it's
love
like.
a Scotch egg. Yeah.
Maybe,
For me,
Maybe
for me,
we
it's
should do that together.
It's
Maybe
Scotch
someone could
egg.
send. Maybe someone could send it in for me. You know, maybe you know.
Yeah, there's no better
wicker
Scotch egg.
basket. You know, like a nice wicker basket. You know, directly to my house.
There's no Scotch egg I would rather eat than one that's been at least 3 to 5 days in post.
In a couple of vans.
Travel, it comes all crushed up and mulched in like a vacuum packed seal, just with a fucking handwritten crayon note going, "Here you go, Mr. Bovril man. Tuck in my leg." I meant to say liege, but he spelt it wrong. Tuck in my leg. All the best, Bernard. Can't even spell his own name right.
That's the sort of people we're attracted to this
That
podcast.
is true. That is
Yeah.
absolutely true. I would go Scotch egg top. What were the options?
Pasty, sausage roll, Scotch egg, pork pie.
Scotch egg, sausage roll, pasty, pork pie. All from the same service station.
Yeah. Future foods.
Future food. Okay, I think that's...
One last thing before
on.
we go. I did. Thanks for doing a little bit of research.
Yeah.
I haven't done
Whilst you were
my. I haven't
doing it.
done my.
The one thing I wanted to say was I looked up the ultimate Scotch egg experience. That Virgin, Virgin. You can like buy Virgin experiences, like going on a hot air balloon,
Oh, okay.
going on a Formula One car.
By
One of
Virgin, I
them-
thought you meant the man who made it, who's never had sex with anyone.
the number one Scotch egg Virgin experience. How much do you reckon it costs? It's a day experience where you get to make
A factory
Scotch
or
egg.
something. Go
Essential.
to Scotland and do it yourself with some
Yeah.
ruddy faced man in a factory somewhere. I don't know, £1,000.
I'm gonna say
bananas?
£500.
I'm gonna s-
£1,000 for a Scotch egg.
What an experience day. I don't know, Paul. This is my guess. Like,
okay, I'm gonna say
you go to where's Scotland, you get any
I'm gonna say if you're
transport
going
up
to Scotland and if all that's factored in,
Do you want me to
I'm
tell
gonna
you
say-
about the experience of it before?
yeah, go on, give me some
some
facts about
juices?
the Scottish experience.
Why won't you let me go down, you fuck?
This is good. Trying to keep the episodes nice and tight.
I'm sorry.
We've already hit our first speed bump, known as Port Hilleard.
Why won't you let me do it? It won't let me do it. It's not gonna be worth it, is it? Here we go. Sorry, boys. And we're back in the room. About the experience. Rumour has it you're a Scotch egg fan. Get ready to love to new heights with a Scotch egg making masterclass for one at the top-notch Scotch Egg Co. company. Using locally sourced, fresh and free-range ingredients, top-notch Scotch Egg Co. boasts over 100 varieties of Scotch egg. So you just get to make a Scotch egg.
There's 100 varieties of which you can choose from.
It's a 2-hour masterclass, history and full demonstration, chance to hand make 2 Scotch eggs to take home, 7-course tasting menu to enjoy.
See, what all I hear in that is them trying to pad out what is probably an extortionate price tag.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, based on that alone, I say 500 quid.
Well, that's what I said initially, 500 to 1,000. I'm gonna go a little bit
Okay,
less. I'm gonna go £300.
37 quid, boys.
Really?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's a
Wow.
bloody bargain.
not bad.
I'd
Eh?
actually
What a
do that.
bargain! And I would say if the Scotch Egg Experience want to write in and maybe sponsor the podcast, like we are happy to
anyone
convey
actually who's
what good
been
value
on
for
it,
money.
anyone who's been on and can tell
That'd
us
be
what
I'd be
what
interested.
happened on there.
If you
Yeah.
want to do for 2, it's 70 quid. So they're
Make some
making deals.
savings.
So that's double the price of a single person. Interesting.
How much for a pork pie experience though?
Pork was that the same thing? The history of the pork
Same
pie.
factory or
You get to sit in a bus shelter and eat it next to a homeless guy. Just really buying into the pork pie experience.
Brockleby's Bakery Evening Pork Pie Making Workshop in Melton, Bowbury.
Again, I'll
Mulberry.
I'll go the same price, £35.
35
I'm gonna go £60.
because it's a pork pie. It's 43.
Oh, okay.
I thought there'd be something
Sort of
there. There's
disappointing
nothing there.
prices, really. Yeah, there's not a lot. What would have been funny is if it was a radical difference between the two, but they were
there was
really
none.
more or less
This
the
is,
same.
we're probably gonna cut this shit anyway. Aren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
Let's anyway.
realistically-
Can I just read
Paul,
the-
that was a wonderful segment.
There was one review. There
now
was
let's-
one review. There's one review from Malcolm who did
from old Malcolm.
He's got no surname.
Malcolm in October 27th, 2023. He said he had great fun delivered by amusing and informative people.
Oh, lovely.
So 37 quid.
Nice one, Malcolm. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Malcolm. If you want to write in and flesh out that review, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Okay, Charles.
Hello. I'm gonna do.
All right, Grandad. Hello. Awake, are we?
I'm gonna do the what am I gonna do? Christ, the job centre raver. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna read out the article. This is a very small article, but it made me laugh, and it was just a little bit mad. So a 42-year-old British male got arrested after organising a party in his local job centre. The incident unfolded during normal working hours when a man is said to have and encouraged visitors and friends to treat the job centre as a social gathering. Witnesses reported loud music playing from a portable speaker, people dancing in the waiting area, and alcohol being openly consumed while staff attempted to continue appointments. And it just made me laugh because I just thought he got nicked for it as well. Again, I thought it was a bit harsh. But
How long?
How long did it?
Yeah, what's the sentencing for starting a rave in a
He
job
just got
centre?
nicked. That's all that's been reported.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't been sent to prison.
Okay.
He just got nicked for it because he must have said no for he must when they told him to leave. I bet he was like fuck you.
He must
And
have
then
been
they got the
hammered.
police- Yeah, then the police came and they led him away. Probably encouraged him to go. Then he probably told him to fuck off. Then he got nicked. I imagine that's what happened.
I'll be honest, right? I've been on the dole numerous times in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty depressing place to go.
Yeah.
Now, what they should have done is given that man a job of work and gone, you know what? Why don't we you can be, job centre vibe merchant or job centre vibe management. And as you walk in, maybe he's doing like some DJ decks in the corner, just quietly. It doesn't have to be too loud. Doesn't
Maybe
have to be too
accordion, maybe
mental.
like that.
Violin, maybe.
A little dancing monkey, you're like, hit him with a stick, something like that.
Maybe you can do something different every day. Like, what would be funny is if, like, imagine walking into a job centre to a tuba, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
didgeridoo.
Like, imagine how funny that would be walking as they call your number.
Especially if the guy doesn't know how to play the instrument. So each day he's just given a new task.
Yeah.
Make something out of this. He's trying to play an organ.
I went to Bucharest a couple of weeks ago, and there was a guy in a bar playing a perplex bongos, just fucking like that.
Really?
Yeah, just going for it, like, and I was like, "That's just fucking great, man! Never seen that before in my life."
Are either going to pick up on the fact that he said perplex instead of perspex?
Perspex. Sorry, yeah, perspex.
Tell you what, I was perspexed when I saw him playing it. But yeah, no, I think, yeah. I like that. I like this guy. I think Dole, I remember I was on the Dole. I was on the Dole for about a year. It's about 26. This is back in the day where you could be on the Dole for a year. And you could actually I was just out of uni. I was paying fuck all rent, living with like 4 other people. And you could. I remember living off it and thinking, I may live like this forever. I remember thinking that, and then obviously after,
Hopefully, or
I was thinking that this is great. I was like, I remember playing a lot of computer games. I remember
Not looking for a job at all.
No. I'd lie all the time. I go, yeah. What did I apply for this week? Scrap merchant. There we go. That's a good one. What else?
It'd be like
just
school, wouldn't it? 'Cause you'd have to fill 'em in.
manicurist, but Hollywood nail bar manicurist.
You'd have to fit 15 jobs you had to apply for each week or every 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
you'd have to write them in your little file.
Yeah, little
you have to
diary,
write
yeah.
them
School,
down.
yeah, and you do them on the way there on the bus.
Be like a crossword,
Yeah.
doing a crossword. But I remember going in once, and I was really trying to take it seriously, and they're little computers there, and they go, "All right, so what is it you?" I don't know why they asked this question. So what is it you want to do? It's like, look, you're not going to give me a job I want to do, so just give me a job that means I won't fucking kill myself every morning. Do you know what I mean?
I don't have to come here
So I
anymore.
don't have to come here anymore, pretty much. But she said, "What do you want to do?" And I was very naive at the time. I was like, "Well, I'd love to be, I studied filmmaking in college. I also did philosophy at university." She said, "Okay, I'll just run that through the computer. Yeah, we've got you a job here as I'm not even joking. Receptionist at a fish and chip shop." I was a receptionist. A receptionist.
We're welcoming
area.
people in.
Yeah.
You're booking them in to get their fish and chips.
Mr. Webster there, 4 o'clock appointment, is it? You've got a haddock and chips, I believe. Yep, come in, take a seat.
A
Yeah.
fucking receptionist of a fish and chip
It
shop.
was just
Fuck
ridiculous.
off.
Yeah, deep fried Scotch egg for Mr. Hilleard, is it? Yes, you're on table number 6. Yeah, they said receptionist of fish and chip desk. I remember at the time I had slightly more self-respect than I do now. I remember just saying, "Yeah, I'm not." No, I remember saying, "Yeah, of course I'll go to that interview," and I just didn't go because you couldn't really refuse anything they gave you. That's the kind of fucked up thing about this country is that they can give you any old shit job, and if you're seen as refusing like awful minimum wage work in like a place where you will feel the lowest of the low, you probably feel worse off than if you weren't working. You have to take it. If you don't take it, then they just stop your benefits.
We just do your mental health card, don't you? That's what you do. You play on the old
Oh, yeah,
many
yeah.
B card.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I was on dole for about 6 months, maybe longer actually. Same sort of time as you, I think, for about 2000. When the last recession kicked in big time.
Yeah,
I think 2009,
I was about
2010
same,
era.
yeah.
It's fucking solid to get a job, and I was applying for so many jobs, getting nothing. And it was fucking depressing. Yeah, but you had to go in there and they'd be like, "Would you mind doing this?" And you're like, "Yeah." At that point, I would have done anything anyway. But yeah, it was bleak.
Would
It
you
was
have
very
done a
bleak.
job right if they said, "Look, we got you a job at a recruitment in a recruitment
Yeah,
center"?
I would have fucking done.
No. But they would say you could have been the on-site jester.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah.
there just like bells on your head, dancing with one of those little jester at the clubs, and they like smack your ass, like rub your head, like just tug your cheeks like that, like whenever they want.
You basically humiliating you every day for like £6.50 an hour. Yeah, 100%. At that time, I would have done it. Yeah, I was desperate to work.
Just throwing rotten fruit at you, put you in the stocks occasionally.
It's hard though being on a dole. It is hard work. Yeah, I mean, I get why this guy did it. There's a part of me like who fantasized about getting drunk in really dull locations as well. Really,
Yeah.
petrol station, forecourt, library,
This lad
polling
might-
station. Why not?
Yeah. Polling station would be funny. If they had like a bar at a polling station, that could swing the election.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If they had a bar, they said, "Right, yeah, I'll have a pina colada, please." Right, let me just browse my options here.
Yeah, I want to think about this after 12 pints of fucking Ruddles.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you imagine, like, you go in as a Green voter, for a couple of baby Guinnesses, and you just go, "Actually, Reform have got some pretty good policies, actually."
They should do that. They should have 2 elections every year. They should have the sober election and the drunk election.
would be
And you could
amazing.
apply for both, and we see what do we really want. Everyone says you talk your truth when you're drunk. You're like,
Yeah,
come on, then,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
find out if we do.
Actually,
Reform would get in big time, wouldn't
of
they?
course.
Reform would get in.
If you think there's going to be a landslide the next general election anyway, drunk elections, no one's getting a look in. Be like, "You know what? It's funny, send them back, actually. I'll take twice, thank you. Where'd I put this?"
You'd have to. People's PRs would change, wouldn't it? Because a lot of people would be investing into like babes. You'd want like we need babes to go to polling stations, like flirt with dudes.
Pole dancing like
Yeah,
that.
just
And welcome to Grangetown Polling Station.
No, I'm just saying, like for a couple of like Tory babes just going down, like, oh yeah.
There's
I'll
not many.
sleep with you if
There's
you-
not many Tory babes.
there?
man.
Yeah, no,
I
but
don't-
you pay for them. You just it's a
Shit,
job.
yeah, you bust them in. You just get them to put like a matching blue thong and bra on.
Vote for me.
Yeah. Vote for me, baby.
So, all right then.
Like something on Babe Station, just licking their fingers like that. You want to get out? Do you want to get out of the EU? Vote for us. Be perfect. Yeah, I like drunk. Drunk elections. I think it's a
Drunk
great idea.
elections.
Yeah, one every year, and I think it's like the midterms in America. Britain should have a drunk election. We all get hammered. You have to get breathalyzed before you vote.
Yeah.
You have to be over a certain alcohol level. Yeah, I'm behind it, and I would vote for anyone who runs on that ticket. Absolutely. Okay, well, thanks for listening to the Uni of Scum podcast. Yeah, I think that was all right, wasn't it?
Good stuff.
Okay,
Goodbye,
I've been Darren J.
everyone.
Coles. It's Paul Hilleard and Charlie Webster.
Goodbye.